Hi, welcome to Fix That Format. I'm Pamela. I teach the computer classes at the Arlington Heights Job Center. Some of you may have been in class with me. Since we can't meet face-to-face, I've put together a video series focused on fixing some of the common resume layout problems in Microsoft Word. This particular series of short videos is about working with space in Microsoft Word, which may not sound like such an important topic, but turns out to be one of the key factors to happily creating and editing documents in Microsoft Word. In this group of videos, we will discuss how space is defined in Word, the difference between line spacing and space after a paragraph, and how to customize space in Microsoft Word. In the first video of this series, we talked about space added by the user through the keyboard. Now we're going to talk about space that's added through the Word program itself. We're going to talk about understanding line spacing, going to touch on recognizing space after a paragraph, and we'll talk a little bit about indentation. Let's take a look. Line spacing, spacing after a paragraph, and indentation are all paragraph formatting commands. The paragraph commands are on the Home tab. Here's the paragraph group. This is line spacing, two little arrows that look like they're going up and down. This is indentation. Increase indent, little arrow that goes to the right. Decrease indent, little arrow that goes to the left. But the space after the paragraph isn't on the Home tab. It's on the Layout tab, or in some versions of Word, Page Layout. So I'm going to switch to the Layout tab. And here's another group labeled paragraph, and you can see that the paragraph that's selected, where the cursor is, it's showing me that after that paragraph, there's 8 point of space. So those are where those commands are located, on the Home tab and the Layout tab. Let's start with line spacing. Line spacing is literally the amount of space between each line of your paragraph. The default line spacing in Word is not single space. It is 1.15, which is a little bit more than single space. If you look, you can kind of see there's just a little bit more room in there. The main thing about this is that line spacing is different from the space after the paragraph. This is such a crucial concept in Word, and it can lead to so much frustration if you don't realize the difference. The idea of space after a paragraph is one of the trickier concepts in Word. Some of the confusion comes from the fact that before Word 2007, most Word users didn't bother with this at all and didn't even know it existed. Since 2007, the default normal style paragraph, and these are just regular normal style paragraphs, is that when you hit enter to end the paragraph, Word adds a little bit of space after it automatically. And since 2013, the amount of space that it adds is 8 point. Remember, I can't see that anywhere on the Home tab, but if I click in this paragraph and go to the Layout tab, that's going to tell me then that there's 8 point of space after that paragraph. It's tricky. You have to remind yourself about it, that this space just didn't come from nowhere. It's actually just kind of attached to the bottom of your paragraph. The third major space formatting command in Word is indentation, which is also one of the top frustration contenders when you're working in a Word document. Part of that is because we usually think of indentation as being the kind of indent in a book or a magazine, where the first line of the paragraph is indented, but the rest of the lines are not. However, this isn't the default indent type in Word. Word's default indent is a left indent, so it indents all the lines of a paragraph. You can certainly apply a first line indent, but it's not the default. And this is because most Word documents have space after the paragraph to indicate to the reader that there's a new paragraph coming up. So if I select this paragraph, selecting just clicking in it, The indent buttons are on the Home tab. So I'm going to go back to the Home tab. And this is Increase Indent. And when I click it, you'll notice all the lines of the paragraph move over. That's the left indent. This is Decrease Indent. So when I click that, it takes off the indent, and now everything's lined up back on the margin. Don't try to do anything here with the keyboard. Remember that if it's a command that's coming through Word, it needs to be changed through Word as well. So to round up, line spacing is just the amount of space between the lines of a paragraph. Space after a paragraph is a different command than line spacing. A left indent is the default type of indent in Microsoft Word. In this video, we were just focused on identifying the commands. In the next video, then we'll talk about how to customize them. Thanks for watching this video. The last video in this series is about customizing space in Microsoft Word, Part 3. If you want a refresher on the general definition of space in Word, check out video 1. Thanks again. See you soon.